Hi everybody, it takes two, huh? I'm back. My name is Wenche Birmo and today I have a very special guest. I'm trying to bring her on as to to um, to interview her. She's a very successful leader in our industry. And now I will add. Hi,
Hi.
hi. Now I can hear you perfect. Can you hear
Oh,
me okay?
wonderful. Yes.
Oh, great to see you. I was saying that I had a very special guest, and I'm so grateful that you could take time out of your busy schedule to jump on this interview with me. And I would love to hear your story about network marketing, why you joined, and what it's meant for you. So if you could
Okay.
just introduce yourself first. So
Okay. Hi, my name is Jane Orlov, and I have, prior to network marketing, I have been a stay-at-home mom, and I originally came from Russia. I had no traditional education. I dropped out of college because it was expensive, and I used to clean homes, and then I got married and stayed at home with my kids. And when somebody invited me to introduce me to a network marketing industry, I was really excited to see the potential, and I was really excited to hear that you could grow your business working from home, and that was really exciting for me. And when I started, I knew that I had to learn different skills because I had no experience. I had basically no education, like I said, and I really liked that when you join a network marketing company, they provide the education for free. And I was really happy about that because I did not want to acquire any student loans like so many people have when they getting the education. And when I started learning, it was really, really intriguing for me because it was really helping me with my confidence, with my skills to talk to people, with my overall personal development. I gained confidence. I was really, really shy before. I was really couldn't share, was really bad at communication, and I didn't really know how to express my feelings or anything. So it helped me overall, not just in my business, but it helped me to communicate with my kids, with my family, to express my feelings. And it just, I highly recommend it just for that part alone, not, not including the product benefits. So when I started, it was a really, really hard journey. It was harder than I expected because a lot of people, when they are starting something new, especially something like this business model, uh, many people tend to overhype things, and they are saying that your business will grow just leaps and bounds in very short period of time, and it didn't happen. So it was really discouraging. So I knew that I had to develop a better skill set. So I it took me a little while to learn everything. And did you say why I joined it, or?
yeah, you are a great inspiration to me and many other people in this industry and in our company. And what I admire the most with you is your leadership skills. So it's great to hear that coming from where you came from, it's possible to get the self-development and to be successful like you are now, earning 6-7 figure a year. It's amazing, this journey.
Thank you so much, Wenke. Yes, it what was what thank you for saying that I am an inspiration. And when I started, I it's really gratifying to hear that my story inspires other people, because when I started, I didn't feel like I could do it. I didn't feel any special. I didn't feel like I said, I had really, really low self-esteem, and it takes your mindset and training to believe in yourself. So I had to surround myself with people that were lifting me up and believed in me before I could see any potential in myself. I didn't know that I could be helping other people on a scale that I am today. And it took time and practically belief that why not me? I could do it. And now people tell me that because of my personality, that I am not a very strong voiced. I'm very meek and kind of shy and introverted. I found that videos were a medium to help others without being in public and being among a lot of people. So that was working out for me, because I felt like I was sitting and talking to a camera like I am right now. And then I realized that I was reaching so many people all over the world that I didn't know I could impact. So that's why I believe video is so important. And when you replay your own videos, you can see how you appear in front of other people, what you can improve if you are, if your speech doesn't flow, you know, like if you're using a lot of extra words and things like that. So what happened for me is I would not know how to talk. So I would listen to a lot of recordings, and I would write down all the words on a piece of paper, kind of transcribe it in my own handwriting, and I would memorize it like a poem, like in school. And at first, I couldn't even say the word entrepreneur. It was really hard for me. So it was really funny. I was walking around, you know, trying to say the word entrepreneur. My kids were laughing at me. And whenever you put your mind to something and you start to believe that it's possible, and you start to believe that over time you can learn the skill set because other people have done it, and you just make sure that you are not comparing yourself to other people, because it might have taken them way more years of practice to achieve where they are right now. But believe me, nobody is born with a skill set of public speaking or talking on stage or anything like that. Those skill sets are developed. And of course, some people are more extroverted than others, but my example shows that even people who are shy and introverted can be successful and can be impacting, because other people are becoming stronger once they see that it's possible. So what happened for me is I went to a lot of events, not even company related. I went to generic events, and I saw people who were talking on stages. And from far away at first, I was really starstruck. And I thought, oh my gosh, they're superhuman. Oh my gosh, they're on stage. They're, you know, and then once I met them closer, like I met them in the bathroom, I met them in the, during lunch and things like that, I realized that those are just regular people, and, they're putting pants the same way we are, right? If they eat garlic, their breath smells the same. They're just regular people that believed that they could do it, and they didn't feel limiting beliefs. A lot of people, I feel like in network marketing especially, are held back by limiting beliefs. And those beliefs are that something that we do is either kind of shady business, not the legitimate business. Another thing would be they don't want to bug people, you know, promoting a product. And what I realized, what I learned, what I had to shift in my mind is that we're just offering a solution, and some people will need it and some people won't. And we would feel that those people who are looking for our product and our solution will find it as a blessing and will be grateful. And there would be many, you can't please anyone, you can't please everyone in anything. So if you focus on the things that there are people that need our help, and when we share our stories, when we share our product, then they will find it as a blessing that we appeared. That we were the answer to their prayers. And when people are negative towards us, not the best advice I could give is not to take it personally, because I used to take every person who was not interested to take it as a personal rejection, and I took it to heart, and I felt defeated, and I felt like it's not worth it because it hurt. And I just learned to not take it personally and just say, no worries. It wasn't a fit for this person. The right people will appear. So when I started this business, it took a while to build my customer band, uh, customer base, and also a team base. And I never would have thought that I would have like an international team. And now I'm talking to you, and you're in Norway, and I had no idea that you can impact people all over the world with just your story, with the what what you had to go through. Just believe that even if you're going through some hardship, it will be even a better story, because nobody likes, when they make movies, the harder the hardship, the better the ending, if it's a happy ending. So I just look at it, when I started out in network marketing, I had no other option. I had no education. I had no resume. I had no support. People were laughing at me, pointing fingers, because they thought that I would not succeed. I had no business experience. I had no nothing. And now the same people come up to me and say how proud they are of me, how they always thought that I would do something great with my life. And what I think a lot of people, it's hard at the beginning, because you might lose friendships, because most of the time we are surrounded by people and our friends who are on the same level. And if you are growing personally, and if you're developing, and you found a way to a better life, and you see the bigger vision, some people don't see it. Some people won't approve of it. They will think that you're different, and they will try to put you down on the same level. And what took me, the realization that I had to surround myself with people who were supportive and uplifting, and I had to disassociate with people that weren't seeing the same picture. So, and I see a lot of people don't want to break those connections. They are feeling comfortable what they have built up so far. However, I'm telling you, once you are, it's any person who achieves greatness, they could tell you that they were laughed at, and they were thought of as a weirdo, or as a strange one, or and I think at first you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't want to be different, I just want to blend in. But then what I learned is, why not? You want to stand out, and you want to shine, and you want to lead the way, and the right people will appear and be on the journey with you. And those who won't understand it, don't you don't need to save everybody, and you can't explain what you see as a potential in this business model. But what I think is, it's so worth it, because not only did my health improve with the products that I've been using, I had a lot of health challenges, but also, I've been in this industry for almost 7 years now, and my life completely changed. I changed financially. I went from bankruptcy to owning 4 real estate properties in 2 different states, and, being able to provide for my kids, which I never thought I would be able to. And so I think it's an incredible opportunity for anybody to learn the skill sets for free, to do the personal development, improve, find pa- find passion. Most people are empty. So when you find something that is you're passionate about, hold on to it, because helping people is gratifying. When you see people coming up to you and say, thank God you changed my life because my kid's health is better, or thank God, I can, I can live a more fulfilling life because that was, you know, I had this disability, or I had that challenge, or I had this, health challenge. And when they are on a better road, it's amazing. It feels amazing that you are making a difference.
I really appreciate the way you share things. You're so open and honest, and it it shows that um, if if somebody is an introvert and can be as successful as you are today, I think everybody should believe in themselves and believe that they can do it too. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. And I think there's greatness in everybody. And I have what I saw as an example, and I would like to share with you today, is the way that the kids are brought up is makes a huge difference. Let's say, for example, in Russia, there's not a lot of praise. So when kids are brought up, you can't really say a compliment to them, like about them or anything, because people thinks that if you say good things about some kid, you will jinx it. So it's not really a popular thing to give a lot of praise. And kids, like especially women, have really, really like meek personality, and they're really not fully understanding what they have. Like they don't value themselves. They don't think of themselves highly, because if you're taught if you're focusing on yourself, then you think, who do you think you are? You're the middle of the world or something like that. So it's a bad thing. And in America, I saw a different thing where kids are raised up with praise and love, and they're great. And they're anytime they draw a circle, they're like clapping and, way to go, you can do it, woohoo,
Yay!
so kids have a lot more um, belief in themselves, that they are important and things like that. So I had an experience where I went to a party and I saw one lady who had, and she looked amazing. She was this beauty queen almost, and she played piano like a on a stage, and she was really, really shy, and she couldn't really talk because she didn't really know her value. And this other lady, she didn't really look, she was also Russian, but she was brought up in America. And she was like, didn't really look anything special, didn't really have any talent, but she was just the circle of the party. She was laughing, she felt comfortable in her own skin, and people were just like attracted to her energy because she was very, very confident. And I saw it such a big, huge difference. And I think if you brought up, like even me, without the praise, and you didn't really you didn't really believe in yourself or have a lot of self-esteem, I think you should start saying affirmations and saying, I am lovable, I am determined, I am valuable, I am worthy, I am enough, I will help people. People find my company valuable, my energy, you know, intriguing, or like say it to yourself. If other people are not praising you enough, you need to start praising yourself. And over time, at first it feels weird, but over time it gets into a habit, and you will become more confident, and other people will notice that, oh, she knows what she's talking about. I'm better listen, because she has something that I want. She has, happiness. And it's really, really important to focus on all the positive aspects of life, because everybody has some kind of hardships. But I believe to think of it as a lesson. And if we were not, you know, sharpened in different ways with different challenges, we wouldn't become stronger and the people we are today. And like I said, the harder the journey is, the better the story to share, because it will inspire other people how you overcame what you went through. And if it's just a smooth sailing and you didn't experience any hardships, then nobody will feel inspired by your story. So that's my biggest
That's
lesson.
true. That's very good advice. And what I love the most about you is your honesty, your authenticity, and that you're sharing from your heart. Yeah, it's like everybody can relate to what you say, and everybody can do it. That's what that's what is so inspiring with what you're talking about, because you're uplifting people all the time. No matter where they come from, they can change, and we get educated, and we also educate ourselves by stretching out of our comfort zone every single day. And like me, I'm not uh, uh, used to talking English on a live, so that's a challenge for me. But we have to expand all the time. It's great fun too when you go through your own fears.
Yes, and it's also when you do these recordings of video, you will see such an improvement when you go back and, Facebook reminds you, this happened a year ago, this happened 3 years ago, and you think, oh my gosh, I've come so far. And you don't feel stagnant. You're always learning something different. You always reaching new heights, and you feel like you can do even more and you can reach even more people. And the most important thing I would feel is that to share is to, like I said, to focus on the positivity and not to strive so much for the monetary value in network marketing, but for the joy that you will bring other people and the value that you share with others, as far as when you feel like you need to sell a product, there's different energy than if you feel like you have something that will help that other person and you just can't hold it and not share and not tell them about this, because their life will improve if they try it. And if you look at it as from this angle, you will realize that it's not it's not about selling a product, it's about impacting people. And the best way to impact people is through word of mouth, like we're doing. And even though we're using technology, it's the it's a new modern way of reaching people and impacting their lives. It's kind of being like a personal consultant for somebody who is looking for a solution. And what I love about this business model is that we we have a better way, as far as, you know we are can set up our flexible schedule. We can do it around the clock. We can do it anywhere we go. We can do it from home. We are enjoying tax advantages. We are, you know, there's so many different advantages to network marketing, but there's also disadvantages, is because we are trying to overcome. A lot of people are misunderstanding what it actually is, so they need to be educated about how this business model works, as well as not every product is created equal. And you need to have full belief in your product in order to authentically share it with other people.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm really proud of what we have to offer our customers, and that we have a company behind us that saw this uh, huge problem with toxic overload, and they have created a solution, and we're so lucky. I can own it. I can be proud of it, and what it's done for me. People around us, they see what it does, how we change, how our skin change, how our hair change, how our teeth get whitener, and weight loss and just feeling great, getting so much energy when we get our body back to balance. So what do you love the most about this business?
As far as this particular company I love is because I was on a health, I was looking for healthy products, and I thought I was eating already healthier, and I was doing the smoothies, and I was blending all these different flax seeds and herbs and things like that. And all the people that I knew around me were laughing at me because after I had two children, and after each child, I gained 60 pounds, and I'm really short, so 60 pounds on me is a big deal. I was really, and it took me 2 years after each child to lose that 60 pounds. And I was getting healthier, yet what I didn't realize is that whatever we put on our skin get absorbs into our bloodstream. And it was such an eye-opening education for me when I learned all of my products in the bathroom, in my toothpaste, everything I was using had so many chemicals that I had allergies all my life. I had bleeding gums. I had a condition called keratosis pilaris. It's a lot of pimples on my arms, and they said it's not treatable. It will always be there. I couldn't wear anything sleeveless, and I had severe cramping every time I had my period every month. I had headaches, and I didn't know what was causing it. I thought I was eating healthy and everything. And through this education, and then when I learned about alkalizing, how to alkalize your body, and using essential oils and everything, how it's different also that the oils are, it's a concentrated uh, liquid. If you're using not organic oils, it's actually concentrated pesticide solution. So you basically have to learn so much about what products you're using to be safer for your family. And ever since then, I started on this journey. Now, 6 years later, I haven't even been sick with a flu or a cold, and I fly around, and all these people are coughing and sneezing, and I have built up my immune system. And we do have this spray that kills all the germs, made with oxygen, and it's just amazing to see how your body, once you give it all the right things and not put anything extra heavy to process, because allergy, all it is a plugged filter. Because if you don't change your filter in your vacuum, it will stop sucking. The air would not flow through. It's the same with our bodies. And like I said, I haven't had any medication. I haven't been sick. All my conditions disappeared, and I can't make medical claims. But bringing my example as I used to have dandruff in my hair. No bleeding gums, no dandruff, nothing. It's amazing how people are saying that I'm getting younger,
Yeah, you are.
with
You
with
look great.
with 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 age and things like that. So I'm just extremely happy to help other people. It's just like recently, this woman said, "Oh my gosh, it's such a blessing. I've tried everything. My skin was so dry and irritated and sensitive to everything, and now she found our skincare helped her, and she's just grateful." That we have many testimonials where the kids, they have all kinds of different skin issues and things like that, and they disappear, and it's just like clear, smooth baby skin. Um, Everything, every aspect you have, anything that is hurting, it's a cause of inflammation, and inflammation in a body, it's out of balance. And to bring it back to balance, we have the tools and the organic supplements, and we have a full catalog of products to help everybody.
Yeah, it's great to be able to help somebody. And I just wish people would come to us before they have the biggest problems and start using better products before it's gone too far.
Absolutely, and that's a challenge because most people wait till the last minute, and when they start the research, if they already have something that needs to be reversed. So I'm a huge, you know, believer in prevention. So better to start earlier. And but the good thing is that most conditions can be reversed. Like in my case, the body can adjust. It's just to explain it to other people to prevent, start with kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And what was I gonna say? Uh, um, that's typical me. It slips out of my head. Yeah. No, I guess it's gone.
No
I was
worries.
going to say something. It sounded very smart in here, but it doesn't come out.
No worries.
Yeah, I think what people doesn't know that I didn't know was that it is a self-regulated market, that there is a problem with the chemicals in our everyday products. I don't blame people because they don't know it, and you can't change something before you have been educated or before you
Absolutely.
have a problem.
When I came to United States from Russia, I was 17 years old, and I thought that everything you could buy in the store has been checked by government. It's all safe. If it wasn't safe, people would not buy it. I mean, would not sell it. It's all there on the shelf. Somebody has been working to check it. What I realize now is that, like you said, the industry is self-regulated. Anybody can make up whatever they want and put it on the market, and if people are buying it, then they would keep making it. So a lot of companies now are shifting because people stop buying their products, and you hear a lot of cases where people sue people because they've been using something and it got really bad, and now they're battling this and that, and there's so many health challenges. We have never seen so many health conditions that we see even in kids now than just 20 years ago when I came. Now almost everybody knows somebody who has cancer and
Yeah,
horrible things like that. So it's definitely in our hands to, start doing the research. We do have, 10 ingredients to avoid. And if you're interested in learning it, definitely get back to Wenke and she'll share this list with you. And all you need to do is look at the products that you're looking at, not the front of the label, but look in the back and see ingredients. If one of those 10 ingredients are in there, do not purchase it again. I would highly recommend, switching products one by one, finding safer options.
yeah. Yeah, I remember when I started almost 4 years ago, I learned this and what to look for in the ingredient deck. And I went to my bathroom and I threw out everything because it
Yeah.
was shocking. And I didn't
And
even
it's
know.
it's very
Yeah,
scary. It's very scary. People think if it smells good or if the bottle is high end, if it's shiny or whatever, you open and you smell it, and then it glides on well, and people don't realize the long-term effect. Little by little, it accumulates and accumulates, and then people get consequences.
yeah, that's true. And that's what I love the most about this, what we are doing in this green movement, because it's about education and it's about caring about our friends and family and whoever gets in contact with us, to be able to provide a solution and to be able to help people. That's awesome. Mm.
Yes,
And what do you
absolutely.
think people should look for? There's a lot of companies that claim that they have natural and premium ingredients. And what is the most important to look for at the products?
So, what I learned is that it doesn't matter what it says on the front of the label, and it might say, it might have green color, it might have leaves and nature, it might have smiling people on the front, it would say, oh, there's no this ingredients, and then you turn it around and you see all the other fives. So I would highly recommend printing out the list of 10 most commonly used toxic ingredients, and just when shopping, pay attention to those 10, because those 10 there's so many different chemicals. There's even a website developed, EWG, Environmental Working Group, ewg.org/skin deep, and you can enter any ingredient and you can see the toxicity level and what it could cause, what disruptions in your body balance it could cause, and things like that.
Yeah.
But there's so many, it could be very overwhelming. So I just recommend to start is just getting those 10 and sticking and memorizing them. And once you see it, teach others, say, what, it's like, there's a toxic dozen or something, where when people are switching to organic food, there's certain, if they can't switch all the food to organic foods to avoid pesticides, there's a certain type of vegetables that don't absorb as much pesticides, and there's like I know that it's on the internet, toxic dozen or something like that, and people use it and they have in their shopping lists and things like that. And I think this toxic ingredients to avoid should be in the wallets, or at least taking a picture with the phone, and anytime you buy something, look through the back and see if it's there.
Yeah, that's a great advice.
Because what it does, it actually, if people say, well, it's okay, a little bit of this won't hurt anybody, and what it does, it actually, when you're mixing everything together, if you have 3 good ingredients and then 2 bad ingredients, it creates a mixture of everything to be contaminated. So it's really, really important.
Yeah, that's true. I've discovered that here in Norway, I don't know if you have that in the US, but here in Norway it says there's a certification that says EcoCert, and then when you turn around the product, there's a star between the ingredients that are EcoCert, and then you find the same toxic chemicals linked to disease and cancer and allergies, and it's deceiving. You have to be an expert if you don't have the list that you can check it yourself.
Yeah, at first it seems, like I said, overwhelming, but if you just pay attention to those stands, it right now more and more people are educated, so more and more companies are cleaning up their ingredient decks. Yet I'm just grateful to be a part of the company which does all the research and only provides the best available on the market. But if you don't have to be a part of our company to make better choices, so in any way, get back with Wenke and get that list of to make sure you're making better, safer choices when you shop for products.
Yeah, that's true. Is there anything else you want to tell people before we go?
I would just say that you're watching this for a reason, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe there are so many opportunities coming at us, and sometimes when we're looking for something, we are finding the right people, we're finding the right information, and I truly believe that when they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So if you're watching this video, somehow you were led to it. So definitely don't be shy, don't just brush through, or definitely reach out and ask questions and see if there's anything that you need help with.
Yeah, or even if somebody feel the urge to serve with us, they're welcome to our team, and we need to be educating.
Absolutely. We're doing it, for anybody. We're sharing always and in all ways,
Yeah.
you know. So most people, like, it's called reticular activating system. And when you're thinking about, when your mind is overloaded and you're thinking about something and it's really on the front of your mind, let's say you're really interested in a certain pair of shoes, and you do the research about the shoes, and you, or a bag or whatever, and then once you buy these shoes, you start noticing people, oh my gosh, they have the same shoes, they have the same shoes. And before you even were thinking about the shoes, people were wearing the shoes, you just didn't know it, you didn't pay attention to it. Or the same, like you bought a car a certain color, you're driving around and now you see all these cars the same color. It's called reticular activating system. It's because our mind can't process all the information around us, so it selects what is of interest for us. So if you are looking for something to do, if you're looking to improve your health, if you feel the need to help others, if you are feeling that you need a hobby, or if you feel like you need extra income, or if you feel like you need a more group of people that have a vision and are more positively focused, definitely reach out. We are solving all of those problems at the same time.
Yeah, we are. And I saw you working from vacation on cruise, and you've built your own house and dream house, and you're driving the Tesla. And did you ever make a dream board? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, I had envisioned, I really wanted a Tesla, and my kids could tell you every time I would drive and I would see a Tesla, I would say, "Ooh, a Tesla! Ooh, a Tesla! Ooh, a Tesla!" And I was just like so excited for other people that had the Tesla. The other really, really important, to be excited for other people that have what you want, instead of feeling jealous or instead of feeling negative emotions that, ooh, why they have it and I don't. The secret is to feel a positive emotion. The secret is to feel, if they can have it, I can have it. There's plenty to go around, and if somebody did it, I can do it too. So I was just really excited for other people that already had it, and I had the opportunity, and I purchased the car of my dreams with the colors that I want, a special edition. And when I wanted a certain real estate in a certain area, and it was seemed like it was unattainable, I would visualize having it. I would visualize driving to it. I would visualize me walking around and seeing this, and everything I put my vision to and visualize that I already had it came true. So it's really, really powerful.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for you. You really deserve it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
it was
much.
so nice to have you on, Jane. Nice to see your smiling face again. And
Thank you.
thank you for taking the time. So we'll
Thank you.
talk soon. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.